First, that I think it a right thing for every clergyman to set the example of matrimony in his parish. Secondly, that I am convinced it will add very greatly to my happiness. And thirdly, which perhaps I ought to have mentioned earlier, that it is the particular recommendation of the very noble lady whom I have the honour of calling my patroness, Lady Catherine de Bourgh. It was the very Saturday night before I left Hunsford, while I was arranging Mrs. de Bourgh's footstool, that she said,
Mr. Collins,
"It is time that you marry. Choose properly. Let it be an active, useful sort of person, not put up too high. Find such a woman as soon as you can, bring her to Hunsford, and I will visit her."
If I may.
One moment. It remains for me to enunciate why my energies are directed towards your person. As I am to inherit this estate after the death of your honoured father, I could not satisfy myself without resolving to choose a wife from among his daughters, that the loss to them might be as little as possible after the melancholy demise takes place, which I hasten to add, I hope may not be for several years.
Most generous.
I cannot be otherwise. To fortune I am perfectly indifferent, and since I am well aware that it could not be complied with, on that head I shall make no demand on your father. And now, nothing remains for me but to assure you in the most animated language of the violence of my affection.
Sir, you are too hasty. You forget that I have made no answer. Let me do so now. Accept my thanks for the compliment you are paying me, but it is impossible for me to accept your proposal.
I understand.
Thank you for that.
But am in no way discouraged. It is, I believe, usual with young ladies to reject at first the addresses of men whom they secretly mean to accept.
I assure you that I am not one of those ladies. You could not make me happy, and I am convinced that I am the last woman in the world who could make you so.
You are uniformly charming, and I am in full hope that when sanctioned by the express authority of both of your excellent parents, my proposals will not fail of being acceptable.
Your hope is an extraordinary one in light of my declaration. Why do you insist on disbelieving me?
First, I cannot believe that my hand is unworthy of your acceptance, and secondly, I observe your financial situation to be so unkind that to discourage any romantic rivals. Therefore I conclude that your rejection cannot be serious, and you choose to increase my love by suspense, according to the practices of elegant females.
Really, Mr. Collins, if what I said can appear to you as encouragement, I know not how to express my refusal in such a way as might convince you of its being one. My feelings in every respect forbid an alliance with you. I cannot speak more plainly.